Welcome to AGORACOM Talks, your weekly go-to source for the best small-cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007. What does a 15,000-page FDA medical file have in common with, hitting visible gold 150 meters deep in the Canadian wilderness?
Right. That is the big question today.
Yeah, today we are cutting straight through the PR noise. We're zeroing in on the raw data, bringing you this breaking news deep dive on high-impact financials and drill results that really demand your immediate attention.
Exactly, because if you want to find the real catalysts, the ones actually driving the tape, you have to look at the metrics behind these headlines.
Sure.
And right now, we are seeing some just incredible leverage being built. So let's start with Quantum BioPharma, ticker QNTM. The headline just crossed U.S. FDA clearance for their phase 2 trial of Lucid-MS.
Okay, let's actually unpack this because their CEO mentioned in the release that their investigational new drug application was like roughly 15,000 pages long.
Yeah, it's massive. Yeah.
Wait, 15,000 pages. Is that actual rigorous science or just bureaucratic bloat to overwhelm the regulators?
No, it is pure rigorous data. And, well, here is why it takes 15,000 pages. They are proving a completely different mechanism.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most multiple sclerosis therapies out there, they just suppress the immune system. But Quantum's Lucid-MS is targeting demyelination.
Right.
They are actually aiming for neuroprotection, so like preventing the degradation of the nerve's protective coating.
It's like trying to repair the insulation on a frayed electrical wire rather than just flipping the breaker and shutting off the power entirely.
That is a great way to put it, yeah.
And they are backing this up with a really strong cash position, over $10 million.
Right, and that cash runway is what buys them the time to actually generate this clinical data.
Makes sense.
And, if we look at cash as a competitive moat, we have to talk about Draganfly, ticker DPRO.
Oh, absolutely. They just dropped record Q2 2026 results, right? Revenue hit $2.66 million.
Yeah, which is a 26% jump year over year.
But here's where it gets really interesting for you listening. Look at their balance sheet. They have a massive cash balance of $131.9 million.
It is staggering.
It really is. And they are aggressively expanding into defense, launching their new Blitz line of optical payloads and, securing agreements with the U.S. Department of War.
And what's fascinating here is why that specific cash pile is so critical. Sovereign defense procurement cycles are just notoriously slow.
Oh, painfully slow.
Exactly. So if you want to disrupt a massive market like that, a $130 million war chest isn't just a safety net. It is the leverage that allows you to outlast the red tape.
Right, to turn a promising idea into sustained execution.
Precisely.
So QNTM and DPRO are using these massive cash runways to buy time and disrupt markets. But out in the resource sector, leverage doesn't just come from cash.
No, it comes from the geometry of the Earth.
Right. So let's shift the breaking news focus to physical assets. Let's look at what is happening underground where drill bits are striking high-grade gold.
Absolutely. Take Metals Creek Resources, ticker MEK. They just returned 7.25 grams per ton gold over 7.45 meters at the Ogden Gold Project in Timmins.
And digging deeper into that release, that actually includes 13.46 grams per ton over 2.54 meters with visible gold in their deepest hole yet.
Yeah, and that depth metric is crucial. The geology here shows they are defining the lower portion of a fold structure.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, they are tracing the gold vein deeper into the earth to prove this isn't just like a surface level fluke.
Right, and we are seeing a very similar pattern with Arizona Gold and Silver, ticker AZS. They intersected 21.79 meters, grading 4.10 grams per ton gold at Philadelphia.
Yeah, their senior VP of exploration noted they are systematically testing the down dip continuation of the high-grade Perry zone.
So they are basically tracking the mineralization straight down just to confirm the underground scale.
Exactly, establishing the geometry. And finally, Tower Resources, ticker TWR, they just reported 18.8 meters of 2.57 grams per ton gold near the top of the Thunder Zone at Rabbit North. Yeah, and that includes a high-grade upper core of 5.74 grams per ton over 7.3 meters.
Hold on, though. They pulled those numbers while navigating severe BC forest fires. That is wild.
It really is.
But as a listener, I have to ask you this. Every junior miner puts out a press release claiming they hit high-grade gold.
Sure, they do.
So whether we're looking at MEK, AZS, or TWR, what specific metric in these drill results separates a quick flash in the pan from a commercially viable mine?
Well, it raises an important question. It's not just about one lucky, spectacular strike.
Right.
It's about continuity and volume.
Yeah.
So when AZS hits broad mineralization way down the tip, or MEK finds visible gold at unprecedented depths, they are proving the system has the sheer geometric volume required for commercial scale extraction.
Okay, that makes sense. So what does this all mean for you? Whether you are evaluating Draganfly's $131.9 million war chest or Metals Creek's 13.46 grams per ton intercept, these raw numbers are the foundational catalyst for your true due diligence.
Yeah, you can't just skim the headline. You really have to understand the mechanisms and the geometry driving the story.
Exactly, which leaves us with something to ponder. In a market totally driven by this hard data, how much do external extremes like Tower drilling through raging wildfires or Draganfly navigating complex federal defense red tape actually dictate a small-cap company's ultimate valuation?
It is a great question.
Right. When the smoke clears and the regulatory dust settles, do the raw numbers always win out? Something for you to think about.